Welcome to another edition here of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. Let's do it this way. Hope everything's going well for you guys, and we're gonna do a new feature here on this. Well, actually, I've done this feature before. It's I'm gonna call this what shall we call this? Shall we call this Baseball Card Sunday? There you go, Baseball Card Sunday or Baseball Card Saturday. And as you could see, these are actually out in, I've done a previous video before. These are out in like CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid. It's cards that were sold, baseball cards that were sold from the market to the vendor. They come with 100 baseball cards plus one pack. They go for about $5. Baseball cards right now have hit a lull. I picked up a lot of boxes. And you got cards from various years, from 70s, 80s, 90s. Plus they give you a unopened pack as well. Collected baseball cards back in the day, and I just hope that baseball cards make a comeback. So let's open up the pack first, kind of just see what we have here. And we'll go through some of the cards as well. And the name actually of the company is the Fairfield Company. They're actually located on 5501 Park Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa. The Fairfield Company on Facebook, and at Fairfield Co. on Twitter. This is the unopened pack. 1990 Upper Deck Collector's Choice. As you can see, it's really unopened, all ready to go. Let's see what we have here. And these cards that they give you, they're in a pretty good condition. You can't complain. Let's see some of the cards. Ken Howell, Bob Kipper, Steve Avery, Eric Anthony, Lonnie Smith, of the Braves, Mike Schooler, Mariner, former pitcher, Jody Reed, Red Sox, something just fell there, Willie Wilson, Charlie O'Brien, Atlee Hamaker, Giants, Rolando Romes, Junior Felix, Dave Johnson, Dave Smith, Gary Sheffield, which is probably the card that was probably worth the most here. It's a 1990 Upper Deck. Tell you what, just fell here. This is actually cool. I'm a Yankee fan, so this is a Yankees hologram that popped up. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Unopened pack. Baseball cards have taken. I think Beckett is still around, if I remember. Don't quote me on it. I've seen something from Beckett. I think they have a website, but mostly now just to check up on value of cards. I check eBay, how much you're selling for, and you can imagine not being much of a market here. Deion James, Neil Heaton. This is 1990 Topps. Ron Hassey, Don Ross. I think Topps is the only one right now that makes cards. Bill Duran, Dennis Rasmussen, Jose Uribe, Jeff Russell, Tom Brunansky, Altley Hanmacher, which is I think from the Don Ross card from 1990. Carl Everett, Topps. Good bat for Carl Everett too. Good bat. I think he finished his career in the early 2000s. Drafted #1 by the Yankees. As of where this as of 97 back there, this is 98 card. As of 97, he had 29 home runs, 133 RBI through his career. Ron Dibble, Ted Wood. Ramon Martinez, brother of Pedro Martinez of Dodger fame. I remember he kind of short career. He blew out his arm. Gary Gaetti, this might be a keeper. World Series hero for the Twins. Frank Viola, Roy Smith, Bobby Bowe. This is a Starline card, a 1990 Starline. Bobby Bowe. Still being paid by the Mets years after he's already retired. Brett Saberhagen, 1986 Topps. Card 27 of 60. Ray Langford, Bip Roberts, Tom Browning, Jimmy Jones, Tim Leary, Bob Patterson, David Palmer, Gerald Young, Rick Roussel, Ernie Witt, Mike Devereaux. So you can see, you know, it's your hit or miss with some of these cards here. Deion James, Dwayne Murphy, Jim Gott, Dave Smith, Charlie Blackmon, Kirby Puckett. Interesting card. Card 391. This would be considered 1988 Topps All-Star American League. Interesting card here. 1987 AL leaders. Kirby Puckett hits #1, 207. Tied with Seitzer from the Royals, 207. Alan Trammell, 205. Wade Boggs, 200. Robin Yount, 198. George Bell, 188. Tony Fernandez, 186. Don Mattingly, 186. Danny Tarable, 180. Phil Bradley, 179. CC Sabathia, Michael Conforto, Kevin Mitchell, Bob Welch, Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer. This is Don Ross, MVP. We're looking at card BC7. Here's the front of the card. This should be 88. So as of 87, the last year on this card here, 56 home runs, 411 RBI, 354 batting average, played in 872 games, 1178 hits, 582 runs at that point. Cody Bellinger, Leaf. Nelson Liriano, Dave Stewart, decent card. I believe he's a Hall of Fame pitcher as well, or borderline Hall of Fame. Yep, I think he's definitely a Hall of Fame pitcher if I'm not mistaken. Dave Stewart right here. Ron Guidry. Okay, now we're picking up here. 86 Topps. Wins with the Yankees, 22. Was the leader, 85. AL leaders, 7 cards, 721. There you go. Mark Grace. This is Topps All-Star Rookie. This would be, yep, this is 89 Topps. Card 465. Jack Morris, okay. I see the trend here. I like what I see. Jack Morris. Card 645, 89 Topps. Okay, you know, as of 88, he had 177 wins, 118 losses, earned runs 1045, strikeouts 1703, base on balls 930, games started 348, complete games 133, 21 shutouts. Interesting. 370 games pitched at that time. 3.59 ERA. Wow, okay. We're looking at 2 Roger Clemens cards. 91. This is 91, and this is Fleer 91. Roger Clemens 91 when he was with the Red Sox. And this is the second card here. 2 Roger Clemens cards. Actually, I have a couple of Roger Clemens cards that came out. These, as you can see, these cards are pretty good condition. Pretty good condition. Can't complain. Mike Scioscia, Mark DeRosa, Tim Wallach, Pedro Guerrero, Martin Perez, CC Sabathia, Steve Farr, Gerald Perry, 89 MVP with the Braves, Pat Tablet, Ted Powell. Some of these names, you know, never really heard from. Barry Larkin, shortstop. This would be Leaf, 93 Leaf, card 31. Kenny Lofton, Steve Crawford, Ted Williams, Andy Van Slyke, Bobby Wine, Dave Leapier, Felix Jose, Mike Smithson, Jeff Ballard, Ron Hassey, Mike Neal, Andy Thompson. He was a big prospect, never really panned out. Eric Hansen, the pitcher. John Orton, Glenn Hubbard, Andre Ethier, Cameron Mabrin, CC Sabathia, another CC Sabathia, Joe Smith, Eric Hosmer, Lance Lynn, and these are all recent cards. D. Gordon, Jared Eichford, Anthony Gose, Scott Kazmir. Ranted and raved about Scott Kazmir. You know, had a pretty decent, a lot of arm trouble, a lot of arm problems in the beginning. It was supposed to be the next big thing for the, you know, for the Mets, for the Rays. Just never really panned out that way. Neil Walker again here, Martin Perez, Ron Schooler, another CC Sabathia card, and 91 Mookie Wilson of Mets lore. So, you know, they come with 100 cards plus 1 pack, and you can see this is Upper Deck 91. So these cards, you know, I'm hoping for some type of you know, resurgence. If not, you know, they're fun to collect and reminisce of, you know, of days and years gone by. So right now I think I have maybe about 20 boxes of these cards since I discovered them. 20 times 100 there, so I have, let's say, you figure about 2,200 baseball cards right now. They also come in football cards and basketball cards, though I see baseball cards more than football and basketball. But you could definitely reach out to them, and maybe on Facebook, on Twitter. I don't know how active they are. There are other companies out there that do this, but these cards that I received are pretty good condition. I don't have any bent cards, and they come in good quality. So hope all is well. Hope you enjoyed Baseball Cards Saturday, Sunday, whenever you're viewing this. I look forward to speaking to you guys very, very soon.